Good morning, everyone. My name is Leslie Mendez, and my partner's name is Emily Pham, and we research the topic concerning social media and body image. Social media is a platform where individuals can easily connect and interact with others who share similar interests, aspirations, and ideas. However, many social media apps such as Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat have created an environment where individuals can share snippets of their unblemished lives and physiques. Social media has established unrealistic beauty standards for women and to some extent men. The ideal body for women in social media promotes fit, flawless, and thin bodies. The ideal body for men advertises a muscular build. Generally, women who do not meet social media's beauty standards are bombarded with judgment and criticism. Men, on the other hand, do not face much criticism and judgment about their bodies compared to women. Nevertheless, it is important to recognize that women and men can face insecurities and experience unhealthy habits as a result of negative body image. A research conducted by Rogers, Slater, and Gordon anticipated to find a relationship between body dissatisfaction, eating disorders, and self-esteem issues via the usage of social media through a biopsychosocial framework. To attain results, the researchers developed a questionnaire for the participants. The questionnaire required participants to associate social media to their negative body image. A total of 681 adolescents and adults, women, girls, men, and boys were sampled. In the research, it was discovered that exposure to appearance-based content contributes to the internalization of appearance ideals. Accordingly, numerous adolescents ages 12 to 18 and adults ages 18 to 29 develop body dissatisfaction, depression, eating disorders, and low self-esteem. However, it was noted that the eating disorders experienced by girls and boys are different from one another. Boys are more commonly to develop binge eating disorders when seeking to build a muscular physique, while girls develop eating disorders such as anorexia, bulimia, and orthorexia. What has helped aid internalized body comparisons is editing apps and beauty filters. Editing apps and beauty filters encourage unhealthy behaviors where an individual pursues to alter their image into a perfect version of themselves. This evokes a person to feel discontent towards themselves as it creates a false perception of their image. Altering one's picture is harmful to the person editing the picture and those who consume the image because it encourages appearance comparisons and distress. Furthermore, beauty filters subconsciously endorse Eurocentric features to women and girls of color. Many of the beauty filters used in social media apps modify one's facial structure to resemble Western features by lightening their skin, refining their noses, adding freckles, changing their eye colors to blue, and etc. This markets the concept that to be beautiful, one must resemble a white woman. Sexuality is a person's identity or sexual orientation, how they experience and act towards romantic and sexual attraction. Despite social media's negative outcomes, it has educated society about the different types of sexualities that exist. It has given many the opportunity to discover what sexuality they are. Social media has also allowed many to interact and connect with others who share the same sexuality. On the other hand, how one feels about their body image influences their sexuality because body image is a part of sexuality. Having negative body image impairs an individual's experience in romantic and sexual relationships because the individual feels unattractive and undesirable. In this experimental study done by Hugh and Mills in 2019, the authors sought to find out how social media engagement among young women and their peers and their families differed in terms of its effect on body image. There were 118 participants, all female undergraduate students of different races, split so as 56 interacted with their female peers and 62 interacted with family members. They were first asked to rate their body image on a visual analog scale, then made to scroll through the page of the attractive female peer or family member and leave a comment. With whom they would be interacting with was decided randomly, and they respectively were asked to pick an attractive female peer or a non-peer family member. After they answered a questionnaire on social media and completed the same scale, ranking their body dissatisfaction from none to very much. The researchers utilized a 2 by 2 mixed analysis of variance to determine that time and condition were the two significant variables, meaning that over time, the condition of the test participant was changing. Then using t-tests, they discovered that there was a difference between the female peers and family members, group's body image. This led them to the conclusion that engaging and interacting with more attractive peers can be detrimental to one's body image, while interacting with family does not affect their body self-perception.
So, to speak about the relationship between social media, body image, and ethnicity, depending on one's ethnicity, you can be affected by body image standards found on social media differently. An example of this can be found in a study conducted on college-age Hispanic males, which found that they felt much more pressure to conform to Western model ideals found on social media. As they were first and second college attendees, they perceived pressure on them to conform to body image ideals the same way they felt pressured to assimilate and conform to American culture. With the knowledge that whiteness is often perceived as the standard, people of color will likely feel alienated to a degree, viewing many of the popular and majority white celebrities posting on social media sites. Though the ideal of beauty often varies between ethnicities and culture, in the United States, most people typically have internalized the Western body ideal that's not diverse and not inclusive. The relationship between social media, body image, and nationality can vary based on because social media users and the peers that you see and interact with vary based on one's country of origin. A study comparing social media use effects on body image in America and South Korea showed that cultural differences could impact one's body image differently. In Asian cultures, the general mindset is collectivistic, meaning they're more group-minded and considerate of others. The Western attitude is individualistic, focusing on independence and self-realization. Due to this difference, it was found that South Koreans actually felt more positive about their body image, specifically when posting about themselves on social media. This is termed as self-seeking behavior. This difference shows the interdependence of people who live and of cultures who live with a collectivistic mindset. In contrast, posting about themselves on their own social media didn't affect Americans' body image. The impact of social media's influence on people of certain nationalities then varies based on social standards and culture. In all places, however, it seems that social media use and body image are negatively linked. In any case, when interacting with forms of media, a popular beauty standard will inevitably be internalized. Social media, body image, class, and ableism. Regardless of social class, a person can be affected by the social media they use. Every person is susceptible to feeling like their body and appearance is not as good as the often filtered and photoshopped pictures posted on social media sites. It could be said that rich people have more access to products that will improve their appearance and/or plastic surgery, which can improve their self-esteem and self-perception. But the issue of not feeling beautiful enough will still persist for those who can't afford such things. Among other features like thinness and whiteness, the model image for humans is to be abled. Because our society views disabled people as lesser and incompetent, or even deems them invisible and does not see them at all, these disabled people are very infrequently seen as models or influencers on social media. A lack of representation of disabled people being portrayed in a way that shows them as beautiful, or even portrays them in a positive light in general, on social media platforms can make them feel overlooked and hurt their body image. So in conclusion, social media is our daily form of entertainment, and encountering ideal body types and developing internalized body comparison behaviors is inevitable. Young and impressionable people are most affected by social media's beauty standards as they grow to feel unattractive, undesirable, and unworthy in comparison to their flawless counterparts. And this comparison is more prevalent among women than men. Beauty filters and editing apps have only helped contribute to negative body ideals, as it creates a false body image that an individual can never recreate in real life. Furthermore, certain beauty filters accentuate the concept that to be beautiful, one must resemble a white woman, as these filters lighten the skin and refine the nose. Social media has emphasized that the ideal body must resemble Western beauty, which means being fair-skinned, thin, and fit. Women and men of color in the United States feel pressured to accommodate themselves to resemble Westernized body ideals to be considered attractive. However, the ideal body type and body image, whether negative or positive, depends on your culture. It is noted that the rich are given the opportunity to undergo plastic surgery procedures to enhance their image, to improve their self-esteem. And in addition, social media fails to include representation of disabled individuals, thus impairing the body image of disabled because they are not considered attractive. And finally, we have our multiple choice questions. 1. In what ways does social media promote unrealistic beauty standards? A. Filters and editing. B. Selective uploads. C. Displaying a diverse range of people. Or D. Both A and B. And the answer is D. 2. Girls tend to develop eating disorders like anorexia and bulimia as a result of low self-esteem and poor body image. And boys tend to develop what? A. Binge eating disorders. B. Anorexia, similar to girls. C. They're unaffected by body image standards and ideals. Or D. Restrictive food intake disorder. And the answer is A. 3. How does social media engagement with one's attractive peers affect them? A. It raises their self-confidence. B. It causes a person's body image to worsen. C. It gives them the opportunity to improve their appearance. Or D. None of the above. The answer is B. 4. In what way does class affect one's response to body image? A. Having wealth makes you ignore beauty ideals. B. Being unable to afford changing your appearance with cosmetics make you happier. C. Class is completely irrelevant to body image. Or D. Having wealth allows you to change your appearance to your satisfaction. And the answer is D. 5. What is the ideal body type that is promoted in social media for men and women? A. Thin, fit, and flawless. B. A muscular build. C. A and B. Or D. There's no such thing as an ideal body type on social media. And the answer is C. Lastly, here's our page of references. Thank you for listening to our presentation.